My name is Derek Kirtzic, designer at Netherrealm Studios.
So Derek, what are you showing here at E3 with Injustice 2?
We are showing Injustice 2. We just recently announced it, and we're really wanting to show off the gear system and how it's going to change the game as a whole.
Talk about the gear system.
Absolutely. After each match, you're going to unlock new gear, and you're going to want to equip it, obviously, to make your character stronger. It has sort of an RPG role to it, so you'll notice, like, even at the player select, each character has different stats from one another. So not Superman and Aquaman have different stats than, like, say, Supergirl and Batman.
So what did you guys learn from Mortal Kombat that you're applying to Injustice 2?
Well, we always want to keep them separate, have their own identities. So there's a few things that we've brought over, like interactables being blockable this time. In the first Injustice, they were all unblockable. So we wanted to make that tweak. And also the intro dialogues. Each character interacts with one another differently, so they all have something different and witty to say to one another. For the most part, that's really the major things we've brought over.
Can you talk about what you guys learned from past esports events, both with Injustice and Mortal Kombat, that you're going to move forward and change with Injustice 2?
Well, of course, we always want to have a presence in the esports and in the just gaming community as a whole. So we always sit there and make sure that we have everything balanced to our greatest part, and we'll always continue to focus on making sure the game's as well balanced as possible.
How has the community, as well as pro esports players for both Mortal Kombat and Injustice, help you improve on Injustice 2?
Oh, they're all very vocal, that's for sure, man. But we watch all their streams, because there's a lot of people that are pro players that stream, and Paulo, he sits in his office with literally 12 windows open at all times, watching the pro players, hearing what they have to say. If they have valid things to say, we definitely, by all means, will look into it and make sure it's not them just complaining.
Can you talk about the story in Injustice 2?
The story's going to pick up right where the last story of the initial Injustice ended. So we're going to start right where that one ended.
So how did you guys go about selecting your roster for this new game? Votes, office votes, community votes?
Well, we definitely heard a lot of people in the community wanting Supergirl, wanting Grodd, and then also with our story, how our story is unraveling will also help choose which characters in the roster we have.
Talk about what's new with the combat. Do you guys have any major changes to the combat system?
The combat system has a few new tweaks to it. You can do things like, instead of having to wait to clash to get out of a combo, you can actually escape from air juggles. You can do rolls now to get closer into the opponent and to duck under high attacks and things like that. So there are some mechanics that we've added into it as well.
There's some speculation that the voiceover is by Raj Al Ghul in the opening cinematic. Is that true or not?
I've also heard it was Bryan Cranston. Like, I've heard all sorts of crazy stories of who's doing that. But, no.
When does Injustice 2 come out and what platforms will it be on?
It'll be on Xbox One and PS4, and we're coming out 2017. Get ready. It's going to be big and amazing.